That's what happens when you take a sip of this. See me, no, see baby. All right, hold on. All serious aside, I don't want to kill us.
What's up, guys? Alright, my girl's walking by right now.
Yeah, I just gotta get my head. I want to get my wireless.
What's up, guys? Alright, so today I'm in Chicago, and I wanted to do something actually. I'm sitting here on the couch, and I was thinking about the Sony A7 III. I brought it with me, and I was thinking like, okay, well, I haven't done a review on this yet. I've been using it. I've done a lot of video and photo walks with it, but I haven't really talked about it. I haven't really discussed my thoughts in terms of like, how does it operate as a video camera as well as a photo camera. So this video is actually going to be my review, my 3-month review on this camera. So right off the bat, the build quality on this is, I feel substantial. I love it. I love the way it feels. The button setup and the configurations of where they're placed at on the A7 III, I feel like Sony really listened to the consumers of where they want the buttons to be placed and the functionalities of it. But that doesn't matter because you can always customize these buttons to whatever you want. And I just feel like you have more control of this camera and what you want these buttons to do. So right for video. Now this camera has a 6K sensor and it down samples to 4K. Now it gives you a brilliant quality look in 4K. For me, when I compare it, especially in S-Log, I mean, the quality is substantial. I would compare it really close to my 1DX Mark II. However, the 4K quality in the 1DX Mark II, I would feel, this is my eyes, when I compare the two, I feel is better. But for this camera, I still feel the quality that comes out of it is superb, especially for the price point. The price point, I mean, $19.99 for this camera, $2,000 for this camera, and you get a substantial video quality. I took this with me on a video shoot out in Austin, and one thing that I loved was the dependability and the reliability that I can count on this camera because it has dual SD card slots. The reason why this is important is because I'm always afraid if I go in with a single slot, one card, that it can be corrupted. When I insert it into my laptop, something will be damaged. File transfers, I just get so nervous, especially if it's a paid client. So having dual slot SD cards is a plus, a big bonus. And the fact that this camera has it, perfect. You have tons of picture profiles. You have your S-Log 2, S-Log 3. You have your custom profile settings. S-Log 3 actually comes out pretty good, especially if you use Final Cut Pro and their custom let inside with it. I did a video of this explaining how easy you can just convert the S-Log 3 into at least close to the accurate colors and do very minimal color grading in Final Cut Pro. But all the color profiles, I feel, even with the no picture color profile, I feel is great. Now slow motion, I love slow motion. Now this has a built-in S&Q. A lot of people don't like, they say the Canon 1DX Mark II slow motion is way better, but I really don't see too much of a difference between the two. I do have to do a video just strictly on the 120 frames per second, this camera versus the 1DX Mark II. I will do that in the future. But just through my eyes playing with the both of them, I don't see a dramatic difference in the S&Q mode and the slow motion that this camera provides. And battery life. Coming from the A7 II, I actually bought 3 or 4 batteries for this camera because just on shoots with the A7 II, I found myself every 25 to 30 minutes, we're kind of replacing them just to be on the safe side. And I shot well over an hour and a half on this camera, and I still have battery life. And that says a lot, especially for video shoots. But not only that, but you can plug in a micro USB into this camera, and it will power it all day. But those are my main functions for video, which I freaking love. That's why, I take this with me everywhere. Even if I take my Ursa or if I take my Canon 1DX Mark II, I'm always packing this with it because this is a very reliable camera. There's one con that I do have to say. I was shooting my girl one time, and she was doing a video, I think over maybe 25, 30 minutes. It was over that time. And the camera started overheating. Now, I wasn't outside. We were in a pretty cool house. I mean, the house, I think, was at temperature-wise like maybe 75 degrees. And after 30 minutes, it overheated. and it shut down. I had to wait a little bit for it to calm down and, you know, get back going. But then again, 5 minutes later, that indicator light came back on. But that's something to consider, especially if you're using this for events. If you're shooting in 4K over 30 minutes, that's what we've seen, it's going to overheat, we're minded. And but 1080, I shot over 2 hours. And I had no problems whatsoever. Now going to photo mode, oh my God. All right, so I was using Canon 1DX Mark II for all my photo work. However, I have converted completely for this camera for photo. I use this with the Sony 85mm 1.8, and the photos that come out of this, I feel, are the best photos that I've ever taken. Very reliable, very crisp. The bokeh on this is unbelievable. The depth of field, I mean, it's so shallow, I love it. It has a feature, the eye focus feature, that I use I have a button dedicated just for the eye feature. And it's like 99%, it's on point. Again, I completely recommend this for anybody out there looking for a small, the Sony line camera. If you're waiting for the A7 III, I mean, you can't wait any longer. This camera will, I mean, the low light on it is just as good as the A7 S2. So but that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't yet, my friends. And besides that, I will catch you in the next video.